Looks like I'm bringing in my own army of Owen Wilsons. Just a nice formation versus the Chaos Dwarfs. I'm playing the ladder, and on this ladder, I'm fighting against my opponent. I am Big Bear, which is a fantastic name. I'm bringing in the twins, even though I'm not sure how it's going to play out. Got two Waystalkers because this is the ladder, and anything goes. Versus some sneaky gits, lots and lots of goblins, Death Shriek, goblins, and a Sorcerer Prophet of Fire, which makes perfect sense, you know. It's gonna heal, it's gonna do all its thing. I assume it's brought the healing ability. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But most of, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out Wood Elves, and this was a game in the while back, so I definitely want to experiment a little more with these elves. I can see what their full potential is, especially in Dom. Apparently they're #1, and #1 for a good reason. And yeah, my record with them is definitely not showing that. I've definitely been having a coin flip between winning and losing. I wouldn't even say coin flip, it's gotta be a lot less. I've had a lot more losses. I would say it's more like 65-35. Probably somewhere around those ranges. Deviated by 5%. And look how much damage those arrows do. That is insane. So yeah, I go check out what this lad is hiding in the forest, and definitely the Infernal Guard here. Sneaky gets, I don't even see them yet, but he doesn't see my Starfire Shafts, which are gonna unload once those Sneaky gets shown. Death Shriek Rocket probably would do more damage if it could hit targets that, you know, weren't moving. And unfortunately the elves are pretty quick. Doing those arrows of Keranos from the twins, being chased off by the Sorcerer Prophet, but I don't really care. I outspeed him, and here come the rest of those arrows of Keranos, right on top of that Death Shriek. Yeah, those Glagar are taking a massive, nasty shot right there. It's not the worst, but not as bad as those Hobgoblin Sneaky Gits, which get absolutely destroyed. I just need to get my twins out of there. Wolf Raiders just sitting there forgotten. You got goblins getting beaten up by Waystalkers over on the top objective, which is fantastic. So we're going to be probably hitting a triple cap soon. We were down in value earlier, or down in points earlier. But I think we should be fine. We got plenty of arrows coming in. The Death Shrieks are missing all their shots. We got the Treekin, the Firebark Elder specifically to come help out. Deal with all that nasty fire damage being shot in. We have the twins just running around, trying to do distraction. Being a nice mobile artillery piece as well, hitting any Chaos Dwarfs or Infernal Guard soon. Two Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders with spears are going to be a bit of an issue, though. They're going to cap that objective no problem, but luckily I think we got a pretty decent counter. You'll see soon. And that counter is in the form of two Glade Riders. Goblin Laborers don't like getting shot with arrows. I don't think they just like getting put anywhere, honestly. And yeah, we were just clearing the objective here. My opponent not using his Sorcerer Prophet's fire to come kill any of my units, which is a big mistake because he's just chasing off the twins. And this is something I would be very wary for if you're playing. Just, yes, chasing her off the twins is important, but you also need to be able to use that Sorcerer Prophet because I haven't seen any burning heads. More arrows of Keranos coming in, destroying that poor Death Shriek Rocket. I mean, it took a lot of arrows of Keranos to deal with that thing. We had the twins, we had both Waystalkers, and still not enough. We got Deepwood Scouts now coming in to come deal with a lot of these Fire Goblin arrows. Infernal Guard, the Wolf Goblin Riders are putting a hurting on my Waystalkers, though, being surrounded and whatnot. Still, though, we're slowly getting there. Actually, we're not getting there. We're triple capping. But my sisters might actually die here if I'm not careful. The Death Shriek, though, although it is very good at homing in on single entities, when it comes to, yeah, when it comes to hitting targets that are moving across hills, though, or some weird, not ruins, I don't know how to call it, weird formation, weird walls. Yeah, it's just gonna miss at that point, and the sisters will get the heal off. Speaking of, here come those riders finally coming in to get that rear charge on those wolf riders. I know that's a bit confusing. My Glade Riders versus his wolf riders. We get a good charge there, sending the goblins packing. We're gonna guarantee that we hold this objective. Gonna get the counter charge now on those other goblin wolf riders coming in. And I'm sure they won't appreciate what we're going to do to them. Nope. There they go. Goodbye. Now we got Waste Stalkers, we got the twins, and we got a Chaos Sorcerer flying around, getting surrounded, hopefully. I mean, you have two Waste Stalkers shooting into it and the twins kiting it, so that should be alright. The Infernal Guard have made their way onto the first objective, but with so many Starfire Shafts, I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem. They have been untouched, and they still have plenty of shots to go. The Death Shrieks cannot target them because nothing can see them. And that's where the Sorcerer Prophet comes in. He really needed to put that Sorcerer Prophet in that back line of mine and cause some trouble. But, to be fair, had he done that, I go and shut down all his elite units and probably the Death Shriek rocket. So, I mean, it's kind of a fair trade. But at the same time, it's not. I can always bring in something to countercharge it. And he's now descending on my Glade Riders, which is a big no-no in my book. So we're just going to keep shooting arrows and send the Riders all the way out there. I mean, the Waste Stalkers won't win in a fight 1v1, but when you have 3v1, I think they should be alright. Shutting this thing off the rest of those Hobgoblin Wolf Riders. And the arrow ones. And man, this front line is just not going in there. Infernal Guard, no, the Granite Guard actually have made their way in here, which is a bit of a problem. So we gotta start throwing our units on top of them. The Goblins will slow us down, but they won't win. Infernal Guard on the side are slowly getting out of here. We got War Dancers now coming through. Hopefully we'll put them in their mist stance, so, or the other stance, the plus 40% missile resistance stance, and not get absolutely shredded on the way over. I can't see how that would happen ever. Sending in the Treekin to come deal with those Granite Guard while the Deepwood Scouts start putting arrows into those boys. Yeah, we just need to just bombard and tar pit and everything on them. Sending more Glade Riders come deal with this. Fireball on my sisters. But luckily, we have another heal coming. And that's when we run away. Hobgoblins, all that nonsense. We put enough arrows of Keranos into that Death Shrieker that it's no longer a problem. We're up on points, we're up on value. I can see why the Wood Elves are obnoxious and annoying to deal with, because their best units are all cheap and efficient trade units. And I'm putting arrows into his Chaos. Man, his Chaos Sorcerer, I remember seeing it having damn near full health, and now it's at a quarter of what it once was. Pushing everything. My opponent just has not had a lucky break yet. We're just constantly just putting things down. Raining arrows into his line. There we go. 24 melee, 62 melee defense with that plus 24. Although I might get caught with these arrows if I'm not careful. Sending in the Deep Woods to probably shoot into those Granite. Just run. Probably not the best use of them. I probably could have put them into, what are those? The Goblin Arrow Boys. And yeah, now a silly Magma Cannon. Waste Stalkers are out of the arrows of Keranos. I'm going to start unsummoning them and probably resummon them because they're cheap. 750 for them. First Burning Head, finally. And I don't think it actually... Oh, it might have landed on something. I'm not sure what it was earlier. Although I don't think it's going to be enough. We got the Waste Stalkers now beating up poor goblins and more goblins. And those Granite Guard have run for the hills as they should, because if they don't, they will get caught. And we just pushed my opponent back so far. His Lord needs to be careful too, because, yeah, Deepwood Scouts absolutely delete single entity units. And for good reason. And I didn't put the dang Waste Stalkers at the 40% mark. No, they were taking damage and they were taking it well. I don't have a Glade Guard with shafts because their ammunition's out, so I need to unsummon them. And I guarantee you they're going to pay for themselves. The Sorcerer Prophet, though, is taking a beating, though. Here comes the Waste Stalker being resummoned. Into a Magma Cannon? I don't think so. I think I'm going to put those arrows of Keranos into that Lord as soon as I can. Blade Riders descending from the hill on Arnheim here. Trying to shut down these Infernal Guard and everything else. Good shot from the twins. That artillery shot was beautiful. Gonna shoo away these arrow boys and then just get back into those Infernal Guard and just keep throwing everything we can at them. I'm smelling blood in the water. I'm gonna go for his Lord, maybe his Magma Cannon. We'll see. Fireball onto the twins. It's gonna do some nasty damage. And I forgot about the Granite Guard here, because they're gonna start putting shots into those poor ladies. So you got the Granite, you got the Infernal. I need to be careful. There is a Sorcerer Prophet as well. Accidentally forgot. And then come the riders. I'm not looking too hot with the twins. I probably... Yep. Need to be careful. Need to get the healing off. Need to get them out of there. No, I forget about them. Huge mistake on my part. They're probably going to get sniped. And yeah, but the beauty of it is we traded, baby. We traded lords. And guess who's ahead? That's GG's right there. There's no way my opponent can come back in time. Even if he takes the center objective, he's just, yeah. By the time he does that, I'm still probably triple capping him on points. GG's, opponent, GG's. That was a rough one, for sure, but man, these Wood Elves, real ball busters, I'll give them that. So yeah, definitely need more practice. I think I played a little too sloppy there, even though I got the W. It's just, yeah, I could have definitely done better. Definitely could have done better. I like 2 Deepwood Scouts. I'm gonna start taking it back from 3. Kind of like this build a bit more. Wild Hunters are alright. So yeah, go folks. I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please like, sub, follow me here on YouTube. Join the Discord. Come play me 1v1 or some 2v2s with the rest of our friends on the Discord. And yeah, maybe get yourself on the channel. I always appreciate getting new players out here. And we're on the road to 2,000, so I definitely appreciate you subscribing and liking the video. Alright folks, with all that said, I hope y'all have a good one. Peace, and goodbye for now.